Okay, I think we can start the class. So, we will be discussing the assignment today of the chapter biological classification, and we will be starting with the catalyst assignment. Before starting, there are certain questions that you do not require. Ki? Kune ki koi asile? Okay. So, kisuman questions nalage, jinbilak niki ami strike off korim. Okay. কিছুমান এছাইনমেণ্টত এনেকুৱা কুৱেশ্যন আছে যোনটো নেকি দেখাই নাই ন আৰু কিছুমান নালাগেও ৰাইট কাৰণ চিলেবাছটো অকণমান চেঞ্জ হৈ গৈছে ন পটককৈ এন চি আৰ টিৰ মেক্সিমাম কুৱেশ্যনটো এন চি আৰ টিৰে আহিব 5 to 10 questions we can expect যে বাহিৰৰ পৰা আহিব সেই 5 to 10ৰ কাৰণে we have to study everything because you never know within that 5 what is going to come right but maximum obviously NCERT and NCERT no so NCERT questions kita tumaluke you are being able to do it or not that is more important as far as the other questions are concerned as I told you before also no if you are appearing for a test or you are doing an assignment there would be certain questions which would be like something extra that will give you extra information not from the NCERT exactly not from my notes also right so that is something called as collection of questions right কিছুমান maybe যদি হেতু আহি যায় you will have an idea যে এইটো questionটো মই কৰিছিলো এবাৰ right so this is collection so don't worry if you cannot do all the questions from here doesn't matter the problem is if it's given in the NCERT and in spite of that you cannot do if it is given in my notes and in spite of that you cannot do that is where the problem lies apart from that baki jiman mane kisman questions khunai na etialake doesn't matter right just take it in a positive mindset that we are collecting questions now right pariboi lagibo boli kotha nai okay biological classification first question itself ajikal na lage hetu the first fossil record of fungi was reported in please strike it off question number 1 question number 2 not needed question number 7 not needed তথাপি 7 to baru we can because we have talked about examples next question number 17 18 question number 17 18 21 22 23 24 25 26 question number 40 question number 40 46 47 48 53 54 57 58 53 54 57 58 61 62 63 61 62 63 67 72 77 79 89 104 107 116 122 123 Okay, these are the questions from the first part. After that we have Monera, right? Monera to kisman questions also, we'll do it later. As of now, let's come to the first part. Apart from those questions, question number kuntu doubt ase. Come to the first page, that is start from 3 onwards. Question number 3, answer is A. Spore producing, achlorophyllous, avascular, cryptogams. Cryptogams, no? Spore producing, we understood. Achlorophyllous, without chlorophyll because we are talking about fungi. Avascular, vascular bundle sacs. And next is cryptogams, non-flowering plants. Number 5, the most remarkable feature of algae, fungi. Something about the cell wall, no? So it will be ki hobo? Ki hobo? Question number 5, chitinous cell wall. Yeah, because that is a unique feature of fungi. Question number 8, the fungal members of which class participate in association of VAM. VAM ki asile? Mycorrhizal association. Endomycorrhiza, ectomycorrhiza we have talked about. So ectomycorrhizal association ki asile ame VAM paisilu no? Endomycorrhizal association. So the fungal members are Basidiomycetes. Number 9, the microbiomes in lichen thallus belongs to. Yaru best answer Basidiomycetes, number 9. Number 10, plasmodial forms are found in. Plasmodial mane? We are talking about plasmodium and pseudoplasmodium, right? So plasmodium is a word that we have studied in Kod Porislo, slime molds, right? And slime molds belong to, or they are also called as myxomycetes. Myxomycetes. Current phycomycetes to nohoy, oomycetes to nohoy, because these are nothing but fungi, right? So we have the option called myxomycetes. Next, number 11, a true free living and saprophytic plasmodium is found in. Ako myxomycetes hai upo plasmodium is found in. Number 12, the members of which class have cellulose in their cell wall? The members of which class have cellulose in the cell wall? Very important, no? I said oomycetes. You all are new or what? Yesterday was the first class. You all did not say anything to me and I did not ask also. What about the rest of the lessons that we have completed? Have you collected? You have collected the PDF and all those lectures, everything? You have the catalyst assignment with you? No. You don't have, you did not even collect? So I think you got a message in the group that we are going to discuss the assignment today, right? So if you don't have the assignment, ki discuss karo. With what, or you should have something, no? We are discussing the questions, right? So what you can do is please sit along with your friends so that you can have an idea about the questions, okay? Cover friender logo share kora. And rest, whatever doubts you have from the topics that we have covered, lo aniba. Okay, forget. Huh? Say please. Kwa? Huh? Your voice is not clear. Okkoman akko ebar koason. Kihor PDF? Catalyst assignment or PDF to share kori dibo lage. Huh? Tumalke ki PDF or ba Okay, online class kora students ke liye tumalke catalyst or assignment or booklet kon lua nai niki? All the students I am asking, catalyst or assignment booklet loisan nai? Nai lua. Tumi offline class or karne aha ne naha ketiaba? Total online e kori asa? তেতিয়াহলে assignment to actually এটো বস্তু PDF ফর্মত আছে না I am not sure, okay? কারণ আমাৰ এখন বুকলেট আছে তাতে কোৱেশ্চনছ খিনি আছে গুটেই বিলাক চ্যাপ্টাৰছৰ অ্যাসাইনমেন্টস বিলাক এখন বুকলেট ফর্মত আছে ঠিক আছে যদি PDF ফর্মত আছে then we'll send it to you যদি PDF ফর্মত নাই তেতিয়াহলে we have to think about something else maybe we can take out the pictures and then we have to send it. Kiba eta koribo lagibo. Offline or karone ahiba ne etia you are not planning? Online kora kotha ase no? Assignment keneke collect koriba? Eta chapter baru photo photo uthai pele moi di dim, baki bilak chapters ki koriba? Baki books bilak ase nai? NCERT at your fingertips, Master Da NCERT he bilak ase nai? He bilak ase? Okol assignment nai no? I mean catalyst assignment kon nai. Tete hole eta kam korim. Let's see, we'll talk to the office and let's see what can be done, okay? Kintu jedi kiba kori pela booklet collect koribo para, please collect it. If you have your friends over here or somewhere like that, okay? Jedi para collect kora, jedi nwara, we'll talk to the office and let you know. Alright, as of now, tete hole questions bilak idea keneke paba, the questions that we are discussing in the class today. It is a questions bilak discuss kori aso, keneke gom paba kuntu question discuss koriso. Karon yate around kiman questions ase assignment khonot. Kiman ase? More than 400 man questions ase sage no? 400 500 man questions ase. So like protective question to, it's not possible to write it in the board and then give the answers also. That will be a purely wastage of time. How many questions total? 200 almost 400 sake. No, 400 450 man. Huh? 400. Oh, so 400 questions wa likhi to dibo nwarim board or hoy na hoy. Thik ase? So tumi just what you can do is I'll talk to the office how to send it. Kiman students or assignment nai? Online students kar assignment nai? How many students of? Okay, doesn't matter. I'll talk to the office and then let you know, okay? Rest of the students, please look into the questions. Aru jar assignment nai, okoman carefully questions bilak punibo lagibo aru upai nai kya. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Ami kuntu kori asilo question number 12. Then question number 13, the algal fungi, Phycomycetes, the other name for Phycomycetes, algal fungi. Kuntu question? Algal fungi. Eta group of, right? Algal fungi buli kak koi, conjugation fungi buli kak koi. Conjugation fungi kak koi. Notes kini bhalke পঢ়া নাই সে হেকানে নহলে তুমি বা absent আছিল সকে হেই কারণে বুজা নাই তুমি প্রথমতে আজি অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট ডিসকাস করা আগত at least নোট kini পঢ়ি আইলা এটা হয় না হয় so algal fungi is just a name that is given to this group of fungi because they share certain similarities with the algae কারণ algae primitive no they are primitive fungi are primitive group so দুইটাৰ মাজত কিছুমান characteristics common থাকিব no so they are called as algal fungi right so algal fungi Phycomycetes. Next question number 14, the fungal cellulose differs from the raised group in having nitrogen, not an important question. Nalage. Question number 15, septate mycelium is found in, ekintu ami janu. Septate mycelium is found in Ascomycetes, Vegetative and Deuteromycetes also. So option is C. Parenthosome is a cap-like covering is found in the dolipore septum of Agaricus. As I said again, this is another new question that you have come across, no? (17-18) to nalage thick strands or roots like aggregation of somatic hyphae are termed as rhizomorph. Karan root-like word to ase. Root-like word to thakile sclerotium to hoboi nware. These are spore-like structures, right? Next is rhizoid to nai tahator. So they have something called as rhizomorph. Rhizomorph is found in Agaricus, not very important. More important, kita mark kori dim. Come to question number 27. It is important and we know the answer also. Heteroecious fungi. Heteroecious fungi completes its life cycle in 2 hosts. Example, Vaccinia. The example of heteroecious, okay, next question diya ase, Puccinia. Autoecious fungi, a notun word you come across, autoecious is who completes the life cycle in one host, right? Fungi of oomycetes are also called as egg fungi, again GK type question. The fungi which obtain their nutrition from the dead organic matter only are known as, only word to us, no? So it is obligate, right? The example of obligate saprophyte is mucor. Mysido. Some saprophytic fungi have the capacity to infect living organisms also. They are known as, also word to us, facultative. Facultative parasites. Huh? Facultative are obligate too. Obligate is strict and facultative is switch over. You, suppose if I take say that a organism is a obligate aerobic organism. Obligate aerobic organism means he can survive only in the presence of oxygen. If I say facultative anaerobic means he can survive in presence of oxygen but also in absence of oxygen, right? That is facultative. Example of facultative parasite, Fusarium. Next is number 35, the parasite which can grow on dead organic matter in absence of living host. It is facultative. A dead ase jihetu word to ki hobo, saprophyte. The common examples of symbionts are, this is something common, lichen and mycorrhiza. Symbiotic association kune follow kore? Mycorrhiza. The most common method of vegetative reproduction in fungi, fragmentation. Very good. Fragmentation, budding is seen in, obviously in yeast. Our yeast or logot eta example ase Ustilego, so it's something that goes along with it. Holocarpic species is all the above. That is not important. Important is what is holocarpic. Holocarpic ki hoy? Holocarpic. So example kita imanta important no hoy. Holocarpic meaning to janibo lagibo. The entire organism converts itself into a reproductive structure that is called as holocarpic. Right? It is not one part of the segment that will form the reproductive structure. There are two statements. One part of the mycelium forms a reproductive structure. The entire mycelium forms a reproductive structure. If the entire body converts itself into a reproductive structure, that is called as holocarpic. Holo mane entire, right? The whole organism. Ekane holo. Diplanetism to moi discuss korisu already. Different types of zoospores, that is called as diplanetism. Question number 42C, endogenous, exogenous, we understand. Asexual spores, 44A, heath thrower. I have given the notes, Pilobolus. 45 is A. The process of spermatization is found in question number 49. Spermatization ki asile? It's a type of dash. Spermatization is a type of dash. It belongs to what? It belongs to reproduction. Right? A term that is associated with reproduction. Which type of reproduction? Sexual, yeah. Sexual ne asexual? Sexual. Sexual of first step ki asile? Fungi? No. In case of fungi, the first step of sexual reproduction is the sexual reproduction in case of fungi and the sexual reproduction in case of higher plants are slightly different, right? Fungi completes the sexual reproduction by 3 steps. The first one was plasmogamy. Types of plasmogamy we have talked about: gametangel contact, copulation, somatogamy, spermatization, etc. What we remember? Say, if you are talking about higher fungi, tahate keneke plasmogamy koribo? What is the method? Out of these 5, Gametangial contact, copulation, spermatization, somatogamy, fusion, gametangial fusion also. These 5 types of plasmogamy we have studied, right? Out of the 5 types, the only statement that was very important is higher fungi conducts or undergoes plasmogamy through gametangial contact, copulation, spermatization, somatogamy. Ki hoy? Spermatization and somatogamy. Just go through the notes. ঠিক আছে, তাতে তোমাৰ specific examples দিয়া আছে। ঠিক আছে, so fusion to তেনেকে নহয়, generally আমি somatogamy বা spermatization specific examples আমি দি থৈছিলো। ঠিক আছে, spermatization কি আছিলে? The formation of sperms or spore like structures which requires the help of an agent to go from one mycelium to another mycelium so that a dikaryon is formed. Plasmogamy karone ki form kore? Dikaryon form kore. So dikaryon, if there is one mycelium here, one mycelium here, one cell from this mycelium needs to go to that mycelium, fuse together and form a dikaryon. So who helps it? The different agents like air, wind, etc. Insects. Okay. So process of spermatization, Puccinia. Question number 50, I think we can understand. Gar ki hoy hetu dekhise. Answer is B. The most disastrous spores on Puccinia are uridal spores. Remember, Puccinia had 2 types of spores, no? Aciospores or uridal spores. He karone tahanok ami ki boli ko? Heteroecious fungi boli ko. Karon duta life cycle thake, dudal plant affect kore. One plant was wheat, the other plant was barberry. Sab pahorilu jen paisu. আসলতে বস্তুটো ৰিভাইজ কৰিব লাগিব, তেতিয়াহে বেছিকৈ মনত থাকিব। হা, ফাঞ্জাই গ্ৰো ৱেল ইন এ নিউৰোস্পোৰা ইজ ইউজড ইন 55D। হা 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 50 D. A septum is Eumycota fungi bearing a complex spore is designated as Eumycota mane true fungi, right? It's dolipore. কি নাম শুনা নাই? হা, তুমি কি মাছখন মাৰি থাকিলে মই শুনা নাপাওঁ বুলি ভাবিছা নেকি? কেতিয়াবা শুনা নাপাওঁ, কিন্তু যোনটো পাব নালাগে সেইটো শুনা পাওঁ। অ'কে, কি নাম শুনা নাই? কোনটো? ফাঞ্জাই পঢ়ি ডলিপৰ যদি শুনা নাই, তুমি আনচাৰ কেনেকৈ কৰিবা? আৰু শুনা নাই কিহৰ কাৰণে? কাৰণ তুমি ক্লাছ কৰা নাই, কাৰণ তুমি দেৰিকৈ আহিছা। ভেৰি গুড। আজিলৈকে কি কৰিলা ইমান দিন? নোটছ কালেক্ট কৰিছা? এই গোটেইবিলাকে যে বাকীবোৰ পঢ়ি আছে, কি তাহাঁত বুৰ্বক নেকি? হা, তুমি যে NCERT-খন পঢ়ি আছা অকল, আৰু ইহঁতে যে NCERT-ৰ উপৰিও নোটছখিনি পঢ়ি আছে, দে আৰ অল ফুলছ নেকি? Then, my dear. So, NCERT, no doubt we say NCERT you have to study. If you have studied NCERT, why didn't you get dolipore septum? তাৰমানে NCERT-খনো ভালকৈ পঢ়া নাই। dolipore septum wordটো নোহোৱাকৈ basidiomycetes পঢ়িবই নোৱাৰা। A unique characteristic of basidiomycetes is the presence of a dolipore septum. Now, what is a dolipore septum? নাজানো। septum কি হয়? তুমি নহয়, এটা কাম কৰা, তুমি আইডাৰ নহয়, তুমি নোটছখিনি কালেক্ট কৰা। মই তোমাক ৰিপিটেডলি কৈ আছোঁ, লিভিং ৱৰ্ল্ড অলছ' আই ছেড ইউ কাম টু মি, ইউ ডিড নট কাম। অ'কে, চ' নোটছ কালেক্ট কৰা, ডাউটছখিনি কালেক্ট কৰা, নহ'লে তোমাৰ এইটো পেণ্ডিং হৈ থাকিব এণ্ড একিউমুলেট হৈ লাষ্ট মমেণ্টত প্ৰব্লেম হ'ব কিন্তু, ৰাইট? চ' ডলিপ'ৰ চেপ্টাম তুমি জানিব লাগিব। কমপ্লেক্স স্প'ৰ, ডেট ৱৰ্ড প'ৰ এণ্ড কমপ্লেক্স স্প'ৰ। প'ৰ বুলি ক'লে উই আৰ টকিং এবাউট হোৱাট? দ্য নৰ্মেল চেপ্টা, ৰাইট? ইটছ আ কেৰেক্টাৰিষ্টিক অফ হুইচ ক্লাছ? নৰ্মেল প'ৰ কাৰ থাকে আৰু ডলিপ'ৰ কাৰ থাকে? ডলিপ'ৰ বেচিডিঅ'মাইচিটিছৰ থাকে, নৰ্মেল প'ৰ কাৰ থাকে? এস্কোমাইচিটিছৰ থাকে, ৰাইট? চ' সেই ৱৰ্ডকেইটা ডিফাৰেঞ্চিয়েট কৰিব পাৰিব লাগিব, ৰাইট? অ'কে, আৰু ইউমাইকটা ছাইডত লিখি থৈ দিবা ট্ৰু ফাঞ্জাই। ইটছ আ ৱৰ্ড ডেট ইজ গিভেন ফৰ ট্ৰু ফাঞ্জাই। কাৰণ কিছুমান ফাঞ্জাই লাইক প্লাণ্টছো আছে, তাহাঁতক ট্ৰু ফাঞ্জাই বুলি নকওঁ, ৰাইট? Preparation of dental plastic, etu ako GK type, huh? It's B. Aspergillus. Number 60 is D. (64A). 65 again GK type question, B. Number 66, if conjugation fails, gametangia behaves as zygospore, it is called as parthenospore. Reduction of sexuality. Number 68. Any the one line that you need to remember is, as we go from lower to higher, not only in case of fungi but in all case of plants, ki hoy reduction of characters hoy, right? Adult plant or jedi ketaman character, itu plant or ketaman characters. If suppose the best way to understand is dicots and monocots. Dicots or cotyledon keta duta, monocots or cotyledon keta eta. So which one is advanced? Reduction is advanced, so monocot is advanced, right? Jedi reduce characters take, tak ami advanced hisabe consider koru. Similarly, again if you remember morphology, we have talked about something called as pentamerous and trimerous. Pentamerous condition is a characteristic of, the most common characteristic of dicots. Pentamerous mane ki asle? 5 units of each hold. Suppose if you are talking about sepals or calyx, how many sepals would be there? 5. If you are talking about corolla, how many? 5, right? If 5, 5, 5, 5 sub thake, that condition is called as what? Pentamerous. Pentamerous most commonly seen in dicots, but trimerous is seen in case of monocots. Which one is advanced? Monocots are advanced. So reduction is obviously a advanced characteristic, right? Fungal studies, number C, Butler. Number 70, C. 71 not important. 72 nalage, Mehta. 73, who is known as, which is known as water mold, both A and B. 74 we have done, coprophilous fungi, mucor. Coprophilous mane, the fungi that grows in cow dung is called as coprophilous. Blue mold is penicillium. Pin mold, rhizopus. 77 nalage. Dollipore septum is a characteristic of Basidiomycetes. Sect fungi are members of Ascomycetes. So instead of me saying or going through each and every question, no, 400 question koribole 4 din lagi jabo. Please ask me your doubts. You have done or not? To ask doubts also there is one condition, you have to do it. So I can take assignment discussion class for 4 days. Eta question korai thum. Helpful hobo jano. Wastage of time na hoy jano. Tatke best ki, you do the questions at home and you bring the doubts, we'll discuss that, right? Instead of me going through this 400 questions. Eta ke koribo gole aji to keteo khek nohoy. And not only the assignment, this one, we have to discuss NCERT at your fingertips and master the NCERT also. Ketia korim. Right? So nije kora doubts bila kudha. Thik ase, roba. Eko korai nai karu marking nai kitapot. Question number sec fungi ho gol no, cup like fruiting body. Janu ne na janu ba eblak bostu. Cup like fruiting body. Flask shaped fruiting body. Closed fruiting body. Ki ba koi asu? Cup like apothecium. Cup like fruiting body mane ki koisu? We are talking about what? By the word, okay, cup shaped fruiting body, will come to about it later. First you have to know what is the fruiting body that we are talking about. Fruiting body ki bostu? That gives us fruits. The reproductive unit that is called as a fruiting body. And which fruiting body are we talking about? Notes of ki likhisilu ba? Types of dash likhisilu. Ki likhisilu dash to. Kenike hobo. Types of ascocarp. Please go through the notes, right? Different types of ascocarps diya asile. Closed asile, flask shaped asile, cup shaped asile, etc. etc. Right? Closed term to ki asile. A closed ascocarp is called as Clistothecium. Cup shaped is called as Apothecium, etc. Okay. Next, clamp connection is found in. Eto khunisan nai? Clamp connection is found in which group? What is a clamp? What is the function of a clamp? No, not necessarily very good. At this moment, not necessary you need to answer. So, answering something is something different. Knowing something is more important. Clamp connection boli word to kwa loge lage. If the information comes to your mind, more than enough. You don't have to speak it up. Right? Kintu clamp connection janu ne na janu. Remember a diagram like this. Rough diagram akisu de. আছে নে মনত নে নাই ক্ল্যাম্পৰ থ্ৰুৰে কি হয় ক্ল্যাম্প কানেকশন ক'ত দেখা পাওঁ handle type handle it is a characteristic of basidiomycetes right ascomycetes dekha pao niki na pao right basidiomycetes what is the function of a clamp kihor karone thake tak dhoribole easy hoy karone niki হয় নে এটা সেলৰ পৰা নিউক্লিয়াছ টু এটো সেললে আহিব লাগিব তেতিয়া ডাইক্যাৰিয়ন ফৰ্ম কৰিব সো কোনে ক্যাৰি কৰিব the nucleus to ইয়াৰ পৰা ইয়ালে আহি ইয়াতে আহিব so this is what is called as clamp right characteristic of কি basidiomycetes fairy rings are associated with mushroom deuteromycetes are called as imperfect fungi as they do not have sexual reproduction Weed of laboratory, important, aspergillus. Red bread mole neurospora, which is commonly called as puffballs, lycopardon. Who to question? Bird's nest fungi, option D. Citus. Not a edible fungi. Not a edible fungi. Question? Morchella is a edible fungi. So, keneke poriba tumalke bostu bilak idea kyo poa nai moi kobo noaru. Edible fungi if you talk about the most common example is obviously mushroom and it's called as agaricus. This is something that's very common, right? Kintu question to keneke ahibo. Identify the edible fungi from the group Ascomycetes. Mushroom belongs to which group? Basidiomycetes. So, it's something that's very common, no? Kintu Ascomycetes or to edible fungi ase. So, unique point kuntu Ascomycetes or edible fungi to hai unique Basidiomycetes to everyone knows about it right. So, that is the way you will study. Next again talking about all the examples that are given here no last example jo to likha ase Amanita hetu ki hoy it has a specific line associated with that example the most poisonous fungi right. 92 we can do penicillin 93 also no 94 important argotin is obtained from claviceps. Baking industry yeast. Invertase a Saccharomyces cerevisiae. 97 which fungi is used in cheese industry penicillin. Remember no penicillin Roxford. Okay, episode for him. Fungi used in genetic and biological studies. Neurospora. Neurospora ki boli koi, Drosera of the plant. Oh, I think this is a chart that I did not give. But I'll give some certain examples of fungi. Classot jodi kiba eta kau tomaloke mok monor pelai nidia. Okay, doesn't matter, I'll give you. Which of the following this is a fungal origin? All of them. Who is responsible for wood rot? Polyporus. 101 important. A. Aspergillus flavus. Kreuzer formation occurs in Ascomycetes. Now this word is also important. As we have clamp connection in Basidiomycetes, Ascomycetes or to kunubai, someone should help to form the dikaryon. Who helps? The Kreuzer formation, right? It is a cap-like structure which helps in transferring the nucleus from one area to the other area. Here is a proper handle-like structure, that is a cap-like structure. That is what is called as Kreuzer. What is Kreuzer? The question will never be asked. Question could be asked. Kreuzer formation is seen in Ascomycetes. It helps in formation of the dikaryon in Ascomycetes. Please be fast. As it ekhon ses koru no neki. Hobone Monera, Protista, fungi. Rate to dekhi pelai to mur laga nai aji hobosen. What I was expecting was you will do all the questions and you will ask me just the doubts so that we can finish the assignment today itself. And how many days did you get to do the assignment? Kiman din pala biological classification ketia shek hoise? Okay, what do you want me to do? You want me to say each and every answer? Mana, how should I go in the class? Please tell me. Eta question korim. I have to take extra classes because I cannot be giving my normal class for assignment discussion. Course to complete no hobo, right? Aji to class to gole. We could have done the theory part, but we did not do the theory part. Okay, because assignment discussion is also important. If you don't discuss the assignment, you will not be able to give the test also, right? This is important, but theory needs to be completed. There are so many lessons to be completed, no? So normal class or time, I don't think I'll be able to do the assignments. Now what do you say? Time limit ase no? No. Eta assignment jodi 5 din loi lo. Keneke he hobo? Baki to students nahile aji. Online students today slept, right? No one is answering. Offline students did not do the assignment. Okay, let's finish the first part itself. Ekhini to swa. Okay, we were discussing 101, no? 106 also important, gill fungi, agaricus. Baki kita koribo pariba, 108, I think you know the answer. 108 to porha. Perfect stage of fungi means perfect or imperfect, what is the difference? Yeah. Answer would be C. Yeast, the enzyme that is present in yeast, gymase, reserve food material. Please do the questions, okay? Don't expect that each and every question my class or I discuss. Mane jana question to discuss kora kotha nai to. Time anyways, right? Ekhini pariba. Question number 120, the most dangerous fungi report question ahise. Question number 121, D. Berry question ahe tar upor, mycologist. Next, question number 126 important, gill fungi. Gill fungi kak boli koi? Mushroom by agaricus, they are called as gill fungi. If you see the mushroom carefully, upor ki dekhiba, you will see a heap like structure. Beneath the heap, bhitor pine eneke line structure dekha paba. If you have seen the button mushroom, right, we eat the button mushrooms, right? Suppose if you have eaten and you have seen that, mushroom to eneke thake ultai dibasan, you will see certain line structures that looks like a gill. So they are called as what? Gill fungi, right? Dikaryotic cells are found in, kuntu question asile? Okay, it's found in both. Answer is D. Both mane all three, Fungi imperfecti, lack sexual reproduction. Mushroom is a saprophyte. Disease caused by fungus. This type of a question is asked. Question number 131. You have to identify the bacterial disease, the fungal disease, the viral disease, the mycoplasmal disease, etc., etc. Right? It is black rust. A facultative parasite. Question number 132. Please give the answer. D. A facultative parasite is normally key. Okay, if I ask you, a facultative anaerobe is normally what? A facultative anaerobe is normally dash. तार facultative facultative anaerobic organism to normally ki hoy? Aerobic hoy. Hubidha palehe anaerobic hoy. Right? So facultative, if I use the word facultative parasite, normally he ki asal saprophyte, but he change over to parasite. If I say facultative parasite, normally saprophyte. Facultative saprophyte, normally parasite. Facultative aerobe, normally anaerobe. Right? Just the opposite. Okay. Plant body of albuco is called as mycelium. The plant body of any fungi is called as mycelium itself. Yeast, question number 135. Answer key. Yeast, 135 question number tomorrow. Yeast is unlike bacteria in being. Today 135 hoy. Answer key. Unicellular. Unlike ase no? Like nai no hoy. Unlike he ase. Yeast is multicellular. Yeast to multicellular no hoy. Yeast unicellular hoy, kintu unlike eukaryotic, right? Because bacteria is prokaryotic, it is eukaryotic. (137) all fungi are heterotrophs to parim. Sexual reproduction absent in Deuteromycetes. Ebilak too easy, no? Monera start korim. Eto ho gol. Okay, tetihale eta kaam kora. Important questions kita mark kora. Question number 155, 158, 159, 161. 149. Okay, just one minute. Baki kita nije korim boli koisa. Tar upor je doubts ase, please ask. Right? In your respective classes or WhatsApp koriba ba jeneke, please clear your doubts. Right? Question number 168. You have a term. Sasan, please read the question. 168. Yeast is something we understand. Rest of the questions also we understand. We have to know the meaning of halobial. হেল'বিয়েল মানে কি কুৱেশ্যনটো কিহৰ কাৰণে দিছোঁ আনচাৰটোৰ কাৰণে দিয়া নাই মিনিংটোৰ কাৰণে দিছোঁ ৰাইট হেল'বিয়েল হেল'বিয়েল ৱৰ্ডটো আগতে পঢ়িছা নাই কোৱা এতিয়া নাই পঢ়া এণ্ডোস্পাৰ্ম ৱৰ্ডটো পঢ়িছা নাই পঢ়িছা এণ্ডোস্পাৰ্ম কি আছিলে প্ৰডাক্ট অফ কি এণ্ডোস্পাৰ্ম ক'ত দেখা পাওঁ আকাশত এণ্ডোস্পাৰ্ম ক'ত দেখা পাওঁ ভগৱান কি হ'ব তোমালোকৰ অ'কে এণ্ডোস্পাৰ্ম ফৰ্মেশ্যন ইজ দ্য characteristic okay ইমান ইংলিছ নকওঁ এণ্ডোস্পাৰ্ম ইজ ফাউণ্ড ইন which group of plants অকল এঞ্জিওস্পাৰ্ম endosperm is also found in gymnosperm right gymnosperm or angiosperm with endosperm found okay next endosperm in case of angiosperms is a product of endosperm ketia form kore double fertilization right double fertilization is a unique characteristic of angiosperms so endosperm is a product of double fertilization in angiosperms but endosperm is also found in gymnosperm that is not a product of double fertilization because double fertilization does not occur in gymnosperm right now okay eto buzilu je duitate pai what is the difference between the endosperm found in gymnosperm and angiosperm why am I asking this question because first of plant kingdom we did not complete thik ase we are still doing but this question is also in reference to the chapter called as sexual reproduction in flowering plants right hekhini সময়ত আমি ডিসকাস কৰিছো হেকাৰণে মই কোৱেশ্চনটো সুধিছো right so yeah endospermত কি হয় যে you okay what is the ploidy of an endosperm ploidy hole ki hobe n twice n thrice n 4n these are called as ploidy right haploid diploid tetraploid triploid etc endosperm ki ploidy hoy diploid trisane right diploid is zygote right after fertilization when the zygote is formed that is diploid right so remember something like this the central cell with two nucleus the egg apparatus the antipodal cells right male gamete ahibo the pollen tube duta male gamete asile right one male gamete will fuse with this egg ultimately what they will form zygote ki asile twice n right the other male gamete will enter and fuse with this ultimately ki form korbo trisane tak ami ki kom endosperm remember the words called as endospermous seed and non endospermous seed if the endosperm tissues divide first no etu ki hoy embryonic sac yar porai seed to form nokoribo jano the whole structure will ultimately get converted into a seed and it is from the seed that the baby plant will develop baby plant develops from what the zygote right endospermic and non endospermic difference ki asile je jedi trisane multiplies faster the entire structure is filled with trisane tissues endospermic twice n multiplies faster entire structure is filled with twice n tissues non endospermic right okay coming to this endosperm we had an idea gymnosperms or endosperm or ploidy kiman n because the female gametophyte in case of gymnosperms is also called as endosperm right it's n in case of angiosperms it's trisane next in case of angiosperms endosperm formation keneke hoy by three process or types of endosperm remember you all have studied the example of coconut milk and coconut meal the white portion and the water portion is called as coconut milk and that white portion that we eat that is called as coconut meal both of them are examples of what both of them are examples of endosperms but of two different endosperms one has that cells the other does not have a cell if the endosperm does not show cell formation that type of an endosperm is called as ki nucellar endosperm we have discussed three types of endosperm nucellar cellular and halobial hekarne halobial tu yat iman je ramayan khon bokilu etu word karne Halobial mane ki? Both types, right? If any process occurs by the combination of two different processes, that is called as halobial, right? If I say halobial endosperm, endosperm to keneke form korise? Nucellular division u hoise, cellular division u hoise. Duita process ekeloge hoi pelai jodi form korise, that is called as halobial, right? But in this case, since we are not talking about endosperm, we are talking about yeast. When is a yeast called as halobial yeast? When it reproduces by two methods. Yeast puli kole, which is the most common method? Yeast or most common method of reproduction ki hoy? Budding, right? Apart from budding, tahate ki koribo? Fusion o koribo, right? So jodi duita hoy, tetihale, sorry, not fusion, fission, binary fission. Not fusion, fusion buli kole to fusing of the gametes ho gol no. So jihetu yeast ki hoy unicellular organisms bilakor the most common method of reproduction ki hoy? Binary fission. Bacteria keneke divide kore? Binary fission. So yeast to unicellular, the most common asexual method would be obviously binary fission, right? Apart from binary fission, it will form budding also. So two types of reproduction, both the types of reproduction. So we have a term called as halobial. Right? Halobial mane duta bostur combination, that is called as halobial, right? Which of the following is a halobial yeast? Answer would be B. So what you do is halobial or side dot likhi thoi dia, reproduce by both budding and fission. Reproduce by both budding and fission. Okay, I think that's all about the general characters. I mean, fungi portion to almost discuss korilo. Bottom part to fungi asile. Next, we'll be talking about Monera. Number 1 to Parisu second. Answer for number 1 question Monera. D. In blue-green algae, photosynthesis occurs in? Photosynthesis occurs in? It is? C. Chromatophores amar bacteria paisilu, right? Actually, this is a little bit of a tricky question. If you go in terms of photosynthesis, we have to talk about the pigments, and if you talk about the pigments are stored in bacteria kot thake, chromatophores ote thake, right? So the answer should have been that, but it will depend on the mindset of the examiner, right? Kune kuntu method decides. So eblak questions of ki hoy, you don't have any option. We know that chromatophore is correct because this is the organelle that contains what? The pigments, right? Kintu yate hobo photosynthetic lamellae or thylakoids, that is the given answer. And I come for just strike off question number 2, it's confusing, no need. Okay, coming to question number 3, blue-green algae, hetu chanu, streptomyces is included in actinomycetes. I think we know about this. Number 4 answer janu na jay. Actinomycetes we have talked about. Actinomycetes are also called as ray fungi, right? A ray fungi ami ki koisilu je maximum antibiotics are obtained from this group, around 100. Question number 7, it should be muramic acid. I think the spelling is given wrong. M-U-R-A-M-I-C. Muramic acid is present in the cell wall of bacteria. Here's an important question. Infoldings of the plasma membrane are called as mesosomes. Very good. The organelles participating most actively in nitrogen cycle. Legumes to no parasitic algae no ki hoy rhizobium asile no. Rhizobium is an example of ki bacteria. So answer would be bacteria. Heterosis is a structure which is associated with nitrogen fixation. Heterosis ki asile a special cell that is seen in case of filamentous blue-green algae. Especially in nostoc we have talked about. Heterocyst bhitor ki hoy nitrogen fixation hoy. Aerobic ne anaerobic? anaerobic, right? Aerobic condition or ketio nitrogen fixation no hoy. It is anaerobic condition. Question number 11 not important. Its answer is B, GK type question. Question about prokaryotic cell is characterized by option D. Question number 13 not needed. Question number 14 important. Trichodesmium erythraeum, which imparts red color in sea water of Red Sea, is a cyanobacteria. That a question spelling to bhul ke diya ase. Trichodesmium is example of blue green algae, no? Ne spelling correct ase tumalkor. Thik ase no? Okay. Question number 15. Archibacterial cells lag, very important question. The difference between the cell wall of normal bacteria or eubacteria and archibacteria, peptidoglycan. Haan. Ribosomes of prokaryotes, 70S. Haan. Photosynthetic prokaryotic plant is nostoc. Which of the following are wall-less prokaryotes? Cell wall absent, mycoplasma. Which enzyme specially occurs in the heterocyst? Nitrogenase. Most common method of reproduction in prokaryotes? Binary fission. Bacterial cell wall is mainly composed of peptidoglycan. Mycelial bacteria are Andazify answer ni diba. Mycelial bacteria means what? Mycelia has come from the word called as mycelium. Mycelium is associated with what? Fungi. Mycelium mane ki? Thread-like structures. Bacteria thread-like niki? Nahoy. So, kuntu type of bacteria are called as mycelial bacteria or fungal bacteria or ray bacteria or ray fungi? Actinomycetes. Right? So, answer would be actinomycetes. Okay. Question number 27, answer should be C. Her nucleus is distinct likha ase, it should be indistinct. Question number 23, answer C. Nucleus is indistinct. Yata ki likha ase? Distinct. Question number 24, blue-green algae. The prokaryote is different from eukaryotes in the presence of mesosomes. Harmful activity of blue-green algae, water bloom, peptidoglycan not found in the cell wall of archibacteria. The mesosome, function of mesosome. Mesosome function ki? Mesosome function ki asile? Mesosome function, cell wall formation. Mesosome function, mesosome also helps in cell wall formation. But if I ask you the most important function, respiration. Remember two types of mesosomes we have talked about, septal mesosome and lateral mesosome. Right? So, septal mesosome helps in the formation of the septa or helps in cell wall formation. Lateral mesosome, bilake ki kore? Respiration, ATP, because they do not have mitochondria. Next. Symbiotic prokaryotic organism which fixes enamina. So, following is not a characteristic of prokaryote. Number 30, C. During the rainy season, number 31, blue-green algae. Photosynthesis of blue-green algae is oxygenic, means what? Photosynthesis of blue-green algae is dash, photosynthesis of bacteria is dash. Bacteria photosynthesize kore na nokore? Some group or one group is called as photosynthetic bacteria, so they will obviously conduct photosynthesis. Blue-green algae also conducts photosynthesis. What is the basic difference between both the process? Oxygenic and inoxygenic. Oxygenic car? Blue green algae, bacteria oxygen produce nokore, so anoxygenic. So in this case ki hobo? Blue green algae. Sorry, number 1 oxygenic. No sexual reproduction occur in the algal form belonging to Myxophyceae. Next, which of the following is the only group of organisms capable of using inorganic compounds? Prokaryotes. Peptidoglycan, all of the above. Blue green algae growing in hot water springs, important, oscillatoria. Link between prokaryotes and multicellular eukaryotes. Protista. Which structure of prokaryotes is analogous to lysosome? Etu bostu tumalke porha nai. Periplasmic, answer would be C, but half of the point is given. That likha ase periplasmic space. What is periplasmic space? The space between the two membrane is called as periplasmic space. Cyanobacteria, photosynthetic prokaryotes. To section ebilak ahiso. Which of the following performs respiration with the help of plasma membrane? Question number 42. Plasma membrane or help loi pele respire kune kore? Bacteria kore karon mesosomes ase no? Okay, question number 43, important. Which of the following can utilize light energy for the synthesis of ATP? It is light energy for the synthesis of ATP. Remember, we have talked about a pigment called as bacteriorhodopsin, halophils. Right? So, side of bacteriorhodopsin word to likhi thoi diya so that you can refer to the notes. Bacteriorhodopsin, RHODOPSIN, bacteriorhodopsin pigment. That is a pigment that is found or that is formed only during the presence of light in case of halophils, right? Baki kita pariba. Baki das kiba doubts ase niki? 50 haploid DNA, nuclear membrane, less nuclear. There is a characteristic of nostoc. 50 is C. Again, too easy, hoy no? Richest source of bacteria, soil. Question number 47 is this one, GK oriented, HD Kumar. 47. Kiman? (53) Pariba, 54 chlorophyll of prokaryotes found in. Okay, chlorophyll of prokaryotes is found in thylakoids likhibo laibo yate. Question number 54. Answer is A. Which one of the following is an exception of the Monera kingdom? Virus. Mesosome found in bacteria. Prokaryotic smallest cell is mycoplasma. Prokaryotic smallest cell with a cell wall? Bacteria. Prokaryotic smallest cell without a cell wall? Mycoplasma. Organism is obtained oxidation of reduced inorganic components, chemoautotrophs. Nutrition in bacteria jintu notes ase tat sabai khini words, chemoautotrophs, chemoheterotrophs, etc. 59A, 60D, Site of respiration. 61. What is a plasmid? C. Extra chromosomal genetic material. Question number 62, very important. A free living aerobic bacteria capable of fixing nitrogen, azotobacter. 63, 64, 65, not required. Pure culture, 66, A. No. Pure culture was obtained by A. Then 67, pasteurization, it is anu. 68, bacteria was obtained from actinomycetes 9, no? So it's bacteria. The main difference between the gram positive and gram negative bacteria, cell wall. Hydrogen donor in bacterial photosynthesis. Bacterial photosynthesis does not use water, that is the reason why oxygen is not evolved. H2S, yeah. B, an organism which is generally without plastid and can synthesize its organic food, bacteria. The visible appearance of growth of bacteria can be colonies. Free living nitrogen bacteria are found in free living kot thake. Soil ote thakibo free living, right? Soil. Tuberculosis A. Transformation experiment using pneumococcus bacteria was led to DNA as a genetic material. Remember no, that transformation? Griffith's experiment too. Cell membrane of bacteria is made up of lipid and proteins. The habitat of E. coli, colon, intestine, especially it's also found inside the body of an organism, no? E. coli is found in water also. At a point likhi thwason uport E. coli boli likha, just write the word E. coli and write pollution indicating bacteria. It is not like this that E. coli always remains inside the body of human beings. Freely to pai no, pani to pai E. coli. So jedi pani ta say it indicates pollution. So pollution indicating bacteria. So what we understand, more E. coli is equal to more pollution, right? Shape of E. coli, rod shaped. Soil fertility bacteria. Question number 80 is number 4, DPT. Full form arrow, bacterial protein. Question number 85. Baki kita pariba. Question number 4, you have two types of genes, NIF or NOD genes. Na? I mean nitrogen fixation or basic bhalke porim. What is NIF? Full form to likhi to dia. Nitrogenase inducing factor. NIF. Nitrogenase inducing factor. So nitrogenase is an enzyme that is present in obviously inside microorganisms, to be specific inside rhizobium. Who helps in forming that enzyme inside the rhizobium is a particular type of a gene. Which gene? NIF gene, right? Baki kini pariba, ammonia to nitrates, nitrates to nitrites, pili. Pili helps in locomotion. Flagella helps in? The pili also helps in locomotion. Flagella also, bacteria man amar goye thakibo mane, he'll keep on going aro. Neki conjugation. Conidia streptomyces. Riboflavin C. D. Number 80 is D. Question number 90, important. Reduces fertility, increases fertility nai huda kintu. Reduces fertility, increases fertility. Increases fertility by which process? Nitrification. They reduces ki hobo denitrification, right? So Pseudomonas yata ki ase Bacillus denitrificans. Yeah. Sex plasmid occurs in, what is sex plasmid?
Recipient bacteria.
Sex plasmid occurs in, sex plasmid asil ki? F positive, F negative. Remember we have talked about conjugation at that time. Bacteria could be considered as a male bacteria, it could be considered as a female bacteria also. Male bacteria ketia kom? When is a bacteria considered as a male bacteria? When it has a special type of a plasmid, that is the F plasmid. F positive, tetihale male. F negative, that is female. Right? So sex plasmid occurs in recipient or keneke thaibo? Recipient to female hoy. Donor bacteria, right? Karan that bacteria will donate the plasmid to the other bacteria and make it male, right? It's donor bacteria. Question number 99A. Question number 93, nalage, just cut off. Question number 94, important. Maximum disease causing bacteria bila ki hoy? Gram positive ne gram negative? Gram negative, right? Question number 95, GK type, it's C. Question number 96, B. Okay, question number 98, important. Ki hoy answer? Question number 98 answer. Conjugation, very good. 99, which disease is caused by Clostridium tetani, tetanus? Rickettsia is bacteria. A red pigment found in the root nodules of legume. No. So, red pigment buli kole phycoerythrin word to ami generally ketia bujim jana when we are talking about blue green algae and red algae, right? Because they are red because of the presence of this. But here the question is about a nodule, right? This is a question regarding nitrogen fixation. Because eto hey red algae ba BGA report question na hoy. So we have the word nodule, we have the word legumes. So nitrogen fixation report question, nitrogen fixation at a particular type of red pigment form kore, that is called as leg hemoglobin. We'll be doing about this in the chapter called as mineral nutrition. It's leg hemoglobin. Bacterial 162 is C. Bacterial genome is important. 103. 103 answer. Bacterial genome is single stranded ne double stranded, circular ne helical? Circular double stranded. It's A. Inorganic compounds as a source, photolithotropes. The thread-like bacteria, thread boli word use korile actinomycetes. A 107, a new word, L form of bacteria. One group of bacteria or one type of bacteria is called as L form of bacteria. Eta bacteria L form boli ketia koi when you remove the cell wall artificially. Bacteria obviously has a cell wall. Hey, cell wall can by human method, by artificially you remove it. That bacteria is considered as L form bacteria. A bacteria without a cell wall. Bakini parim niki? Okay, ketaman question nala keno hegita kati dia. 118 not needed. 120 strike off. 125 important. Botulism. Clostridium botulinum is a bacteria. Botulism is nothing but food poisoning. 129 important. Vegeota. 130 also important, spirulina. 133 question to option dia ase nai. What is the general shape of bacteria? Are the options given? No, it's not there. It's not there? Okay, chalo na lage. Okol 30 loke ase? Hobo. Eta question asile 132 মোৰ তাত আছে তোমাৰ তাত নাই. Cells of bacterium Staphylococcus are arranged in. Likha sun likha, it's important. Cells of bacterium Staphylococcus, Staphylococcus, Staphylococcus are arranged in. Option kita nalage, you can write the answer directly. Question to kihor upor ahise? Types of bacteria, right? Coccus, bacillus, etc., etc. While we were discussing that, we have talked about something called as monococcus, diplococcus, tetracoccus, staphylococcus, etc. Sericini. Tar meaning bilak koisilu no. Monococcus mane ki eta spherical bacteria ekelege thaibo. Diplococcus 2 bacteria. Staphylo ki asile? Hetu upor question ahise. Right? So, ki asile baru, if you don't remember at this moment, it's okay, but you have to study these terms. What is Staphylococcus, right? So, Staphylococcus or side dot likhi thoi dia, irregular bunch, ba bunch like colony, ji likha. Grapes or nisna ke bunch thakibo. Keita thakibo, not specific, he karne irregular, right? So, if the bacteria are arranged in the form of a bunch or in the shape of a bunch, then that structure or that arrangement is called as Staphylococcus. Right? Protista. Okol protista baki ase na? Oh, virus baki ase. Protista to kori long. Protista is important. I mean, it's easy. Protista, question number 3. What is the fourth option that is given? Cyanophyta diya ase. Cyanophyta boli eko word nai no protista. It should be Chrysophyta. Please correct it. Chrysophyta, CHRYSO. Because we have talked about Chrysophyta, Pyrophyta and Euglenoids, no? 3 types of photosynthetic bacteria. Cyanophyta to blue-green algae hoy, right? So, here we will have to use the word Chrysophyta. Answer would be Chrysophyta itself. Question number 3. Question number 5, what is option 4? Cyanophyta kaiti, ako Chrysophyta likha. Question number 5, option 4 is the correct answer, and sorry, option 4 should be Chrysophyta. Baki khini pariba. Question number 8, question to ki likha ase? Diatoms or agot ki likha ase? THE? Okay, please write it THE. Baki kita to paribo lage, it's easy. Question number 15. What is option B, C and D? Cross diya ase. Etat likha number 3 or number C likha Pyrophyta and number 4 Chrysophyta. Answer would be Chrysophyta. Diatomaceous earth, no? Question number 17. Which of the following unicellular algae reproduced by oospores have sillified dash diya ase no? Sillified cell wall hobo lage likhi lua. Instead of the dash, write cell wall. So the question is, silica cell wall ot kar thake? Diatoms or thake. Protista part is easy, okay? I don't think there are any question that you will not be able to answer. Okay, come to the virus part. What we will do is we will strike off, that is not important. Virus or question number 8. Question number 8 not important. Question number 12 important. 8 nalage, huh? Next, question number 31 not needed. Then cut question number 41, 42, 45. 41, 42, 45. 44 important. Strike off question number 46. 46 nalage. $58 nalage. 62 you don't need. 66 not needed. And finally, question number 84 and 86. 84 and 86. Baki kita koribole chesta kora, right? Maximum questions from the virus part is regarding the genetic material, right? Single stranded and double stranded RNA and DNA, right? Please try to do. If you have doubts, you can bring it in the next class. So, can we say that we have completed the assignment, at least catalyst assignment completely, right? Rest nije koriba. Next class, we'll have the normal theory class and NCERT, fingertips, aru master da NCERT, hekhono koribo lagisile. Do everyone have this book? Ekhon ase? This is the one that you all have, no? So, next class ot ami, whenever there will be an assignment discussion class, master da NCERT korim. Thik ase? So, ketia korim? Hetu he kotha. Aji ki bar? Today is Wednesday. So, we have a class on Saturday. Saturday ase aru Monday o ase, no? Tumarko test ketia biological classification? Koise niki date dise? Huh? 28 or 28 is what day? No. I have to complete it before that, no? 28 Sunday. Karu mobile nai niki mukhole sai ase kiho karne? Angoliya count kori ase. Sunday 28 Sunday. Tele 28 or pisot jodi hoy Saturday complete koribo lagibo. Saturday le bitor hobo ne aji Wednesday. No, aji Wednesday. Thursday, Friday you have 2 days. Master da NCERT hobo. What's about? Ta Saturday let's take another class for assignment discussion itself. Nikki. But I just don't want to hear this that the assignment was not discussed and before that we had to give the exams. Hetu koile sare bhabibo je moi assignment discussion korai nei class. He will not know that you all have not done. Phul to mur buli etu bhabibo no. The problem is you all did not do it. So what you want? Saturday you want an assignment discussion class or you want a normal theory class? Assignment discussion class on this book, Master da NCERT. Please do. And don't come to the class that may protect to I don't know how many questions are there. Huh? Gute kita question koribo to eneu noaru moi. So what you will do is you will bring the doubts. Okoman saba ki buji poa nai. Jedi buji paisa, no point of wasting time. Kiman ase questions? Both ase. Thank you. Millions of questions.